social distance on Zoom. Oh,
Cheers.
yeah. Cheers. Oh, that's not gonna work. Oh, shoot.
You see my screen?
Yeah.
I can hear it, but I don't think you can, right?
No, I can't.
I don't understand that. Why that doesn't work. Hmm. Oh well, I'll have to figure it out next time.
All right. If we're gonna be sharing vocals, and I gotta make sure my vocals sound good because I was so tired last night. I was just like, I've been like working on that song for so long, and then I always have buyer's remorse. Then I'm thinking it's not good.
Well,
It's
I
not
haven't listened.
right.
I haven't listened to all of it, but from what I heard, I like it so far. I just have to put it together with the music.
I sent you like the original high melody.
Okay.
It's on one track, and then when I had settled on the low melody. But if you feel like the high melody will be better, then we'll go with that.
Okay, we'll try all of them and see
I'm
how it
not
sounds.
okay. I'm not like
I mean, today. That's going to be our weekly question.
what?
What are you eating?
Oh, spaghetti.
That's what I had.
Yeah, so you know how you don't know what you're going to make for dinner.
Mm-hmm.
So it was
Every
one of
day.
those deals. I was just like, well, I wasn't gonna cook because I knew we were meeting.
Mm-hmm.
And then I opened up the refrigerator. I was like, oh, I want something to eat. And I saw the big pot of pasta. And I did take out some ground turkey earlier. So I was like, okay, just throw that together.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Yeah, my mom kind of did the same thing. She found some beef and
Mhm.
thawed it out because we still eat meat here.
I know, gosh, I'm reading this book. It's called Do Unto Earth. I'm kind of weird in that sometimes I'll read, like I'm really interested in kind of like the metaphysical world. And so occasionally I'll read a book by someone who claims that they are um channeling
Mm-hmm.
um a being from another planet or another dimension or
Mm.
something. And very
A
often
true one or fiction?
no, these are true,
True.
yeah, people who believe they are channeling and they write books.
Mm.
And so this particular one is about climate change and how the earth is dying and how eating meat contributes to the overall demise of the planet because of mainly because of how it's industrialized.
I believe it. It is.
I think about stopping all the time, but I am eating less meat.
Yeah, I've
So
eaten
I'm
less,
not, I don't, because they say we really eat too much meat. Like maybe we should only eat it once or twice a week.
but
Yeah. But then the
so
thing,
good.
and that's what they talk about, like in the book, about how animals are sentient beings and they do have awareness. Um, they have awareness that they're going to be killed. And so that's like an argument for being plant based. But
Mm-hmm.
I've also been hearing that plants are somewhat sentient
Mm-hmm.
as well. So
Yeah.
then where does
What do
that
we
leave
eat?
us? What do we eat? If plants
Well,
do, they respond to music, they respond to kind words and loving words. If you holler at your plant, they don't
mm-hmm.
grow as well. I mean, so they respond to their environment. So if they're living and have consciousness, where does that leave us?
Maybe we're just supposed to eat nuts because nuts just come from the fruit from the plant, but it's not killing the plant.
Right, it's
It
not
would be like
killing them.
eating eggs. Like eggs don't harm. I mean,
Well,
the
but
farming of it, yeah.
mhm. But eggs are, I guess if it's not fertile, but they contain an embryo.
Not the unfertilized
egg,
right?
There's
Isn't
no
it just a
embryo.
yolk? I mean, I don't know.
There's a little.
Oh, that little dot in there?
That little lump of
Is that an embryo?
tissue.
I think they get fertilized in the womb before the egg is hatched. And then once it hatches, it's either fertilized or it's not.
So roosters have little penises?
I think I think so.
Google it. Do roosters? Hey Google, do roosters have little penises? Here's what I found on the web.
Oh yeah.
All right. But anyway, I'm not drinking wine. I'm actually drinking a Corona. So we had our inauguration.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I want to hear that story.
That's weird. We had all that upheaval on January 6th, and then all the chatter about more violence. Did anything happen?
I didn't hear a thing. I thought it was strange,
I don't think so.
But I'm glad.
Yeah, me too. So glad I did watch it because I turned on KTLI, and so they were streaming it from the time that I turned it on. So my connection to the inauguration. Okay, so everyone is now aware of Miss Amanda Gorman, the poet, the youngest poet laureate or whatever. So come to find out, my mom and her grandma are good friends from the early 70s.
Oh, wow.
And so
when did you find
her
out?
dad, my mom told me last week, she says, make sure you watch the inauguration because Bertha's granddaughter is going to be speaking. I didn't think nothing of it. I'm just thinking, oh, okay. When she said granddaughter, I'm thinking a little girl. And she's speaking, and I just don't know what I imagined, but I didn't imagine that. And I was like, wow. I was like, I used to play with your daddy.
Who's her dad?
Well, her father, my mom's friend's sons, one of them is her dad. And so when we lived in Sacramento back in the 70s is when my mom and the little girl's grandmother first met. And so her son, the grandmother's sons and us kids, we used to all play together in our complex. And so I was just like, that's just like the wildest.
That's such a small world.
I know. That tripped me out. I'm just like, wow, after all these years. And I haven't seen those guys since we left Sacramento in 1975. And then all these years later, to see one of their daughters at the inauguration.
I know.
I was like, wow. And she was so awesome. Very poised and just very well spoken. And the poetry is, you know, how the new wave of poetry, like spoken word, how the rhythms of the spoken word. So it has those elements, but it also has some very traditional use of language. So it was nice. Yeah. So that was my little connection. Yep. So what else is going on?
I know one thing I was really looking forward to was working on a song with you on Zoom. That's why I was trying so hard to get this thing to work, but it just didn't work. So, because what I want to do is like start a beat and then have you hum something, and then I can play something to what you're humming, and then try and see if we could come up with a song one of these days that people can see how we do it.
How we do it.
Yeah.
I was trying to watch called Versus. It was Keisha Cole and Ashanti.
Oh yeah, I saw that. I didn't watch it though.
Part of it.
I like Keisha Cole. I like both of them, but Keisha Cole, I
Yeah.
don't see Ashanti singing as well as her, but I like Ashanti on stage.
Hmm.
She's pretty good.
Yeah, they were sitting in chairs. Yes, they had like chairs set up, like these queen chairs, high
Mm.
backs, very ornamental. They were singing sitting down.
And what were they singing? Just there were songs or
Yeah, their songs.
oh,
Yeah, it wasn't what I thought. So after about 2 minutes, I was like, okay, I'm good.
I thought they were gonna be like, here, sing this and who can sing it better? Like let's
Uh-huh.
do the same thing.
And they were singing, I think Ashanti was singing over a track, but that's pretty normal. Speaking of singing over tracks, Lady Gaga sounded really good.
Very focused.
Yes, she's the consummate performer. She's
Hmm.
always in character. But I
Yeah.
think a lot of those things now are like pre-recorded.
You think so?
I don't know. Because remember there was all that controversy when Beyonce did it one year?
Didn't she do it for Obama?
Yeah,
Is it? Mm-hmm.
because it was freezing.
Was she lip syncing?
I think they all do.
Yeah, I don't think you'd want to risk messing up. But Lady Gaga, even Garth Brooks, I heard a little sour notes here and
Yeah,
there.
yeah, yeah. You can tell the ones that did it
Yeah,
live because there's no way in heck you're just not gonna. There's just
it's
you
not
just
going to be
don't.
perfect.
Right. You're just not gonna have that controlled environment of a studio out there on the plaza or wherever you are.
So we need more subscribers. So anyone watching, if you're enjoying what we're saying, please subscribe so we can keep doing this.
Well, we're gonna keep doing it anyway, so you might as well
Yeah.
subscribe.
Step out of the shade, aflame and unafraid. The new dawn blooms as we free it. For there is always light if only we're brave enough to see it, if only we're brave enough to be it.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light and the home of the brave?